It's lucky I had to stop the video and just do something. So this is a part two to what I was saying. So I was going to go to Revelation because I said that the angels couldn't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah until Lot had been led out of the city, which is similar to what we're experiencing right now. So if you start Revelation 7, so lucky I've got notifications and I should really turn them off, forgive me. 7 and verse 3. Now let me start from 7 and 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth. And what do those winds represent? The destroying winds, right? That the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the sea, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. So, as we know, the elect are scattered to the 4 corners of the earth. So you got elect members in every country in the world. So until those servants of the Lord are sealed in their foreheads with this truth, the destruction cannot come. Likewise, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah could not occur until Lot and his family had been led out of the city, meaning Lot, his wife, and his 2 daughters. So let's go back to Genesis. Is it 18 hours in, or is it 19? Let's see, Genesis 18, 19. No, it's Genesis 19. So I got to verse 16, and while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his 2 daughters. And Yahweh being merciful unto him, just in the same way that Yahweh is going to be merciful unto the elect. So when the destruction comes, which will be the destruction of the nukes, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, along with Yahweh and the chariots, the elect are going to be delivered from that, just as Lot was delivered from Sodom and Gomorrah, because Lot was of the righteous. And that's it's an analogy. It's like a metaphor for the elect today. We're living in a world which is under the influence of spiritual Sodom and Egypt, which will be Babylon the Great. So it pushes the same wicked doctrines and philosophies of, men with men, women with women, so on and so forth, to the whole world. So we are vexed every day. Our righteous souls are vexed, having to hear the filthy conversations of the wicked. When you turn on your TV, when you look at a newspaper, when you walk down the road, you see all of these freaks and abominations running around, living life contrary to the way that the Most High ordained it. And our righteous souls get vexed by these things every day. So we're a lot like Lot, right? So we got to verse 17. And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, escape for thy life, and look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. And what scripture does that What scripture does that remind you of? Micah 2 and 10 it should remind you of. What does Micah 2 and 10 say? Let's get it quickly. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So that land of Sodom and Gomorrah is polluted, and Lot could not stay there, because if he did, he'd end up getting destroyed along with it. So Micah 2 and 10 tells us to arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. So what does that mean? It means that right now, in the lands that we're scattered to, this isn't our rest. So when it says arise ye and depart, does it mean go to the travel agents and buy a ticket to go back to Israel right now? No, it means to arise and depart from this world mentally and spiritually. Like, we have to be here physically, but in the spirit, our minds don't have to be in this world. You know, we need to withdraw spiritually from this world, withdraw mentally from this world, and not be consumed with it. Because Baruch 3 and verse 8 says this. Baruch 3 and verse 8 says, Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers which departed from the Lord our God. Hear, Israel, the commandments of life, give ear to understand wisdom. How happeneth it, Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land, that thou art waxen old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead? See, so we are currently in strangers' lands. We're waiting for Yahushua to come back and to deliver us from all the lands of captivity where we've been scattered, be it Babylon the Great, America, be it England, be it France, be it Germany, be it Holland, be it Australia, be it Japan, be it China, be it Russia. You got elect members all throughout the four corners of the earth, and all of those elect men are going to be saved from the destruction that is to come, just as Lot was saved from the destruction that fell upon Sodom and Gomorrah. So going back to Genesis 19, forgive me. Genesis 19 again. Where did I get to? About 21. Right, it says, yeah, I read that part. Genesis 19:18 says, And Lot said unto them, Oh, not so, my Lord. Behold, thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life. And I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me and I die. Behold, now the city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. O let me escape thither. Is it not a little one, and my soul shall live? And he said unto him, See, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city for the which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything until thou be come thither. See, so the angels were under instructions that they couldn't do anything until Lot was safe. Therefore the name of the city was called Zoar. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar. And then Yahweh rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahweh out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities, and all the plain, and all the inhabitants of the cities, and that which grew upon the land. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before Yahweh, and he looked towards Sodom and Gomorrah, and towards all the land of the plain, and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. And it came to pass when the Most High God destroyed the cities of the plain, that the Most High God remembered Abraham, and sent Lot out of the mists of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in the which Lot dwelt. So I'm going to end it there, because obviously I could go a lot deeper into this topic, but the point has been made. You know, Lot was of the elect, and his story is kind of like an analogy of what the Lord's going to do in this time when he destroys this world with fire. It's going to be like it's going to be far greater than the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, but the elect will be delivered from it, just as Lot was. Now, does that mean that your household will be saved? It was all up to the Spirit of the Lord, because look at what happened to Lot's wife. She disobeyed the commandment and looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. And why did she look back? Well, because her heart was still in Sodom and Gomorrah. She hadn't mentally or spiritually departed from that land. So she looked back, so she was as one with it, and got consumed with it with the destruction. Unfortunately, that might happen to family members, your loved ones, your woman. She might look back. We don't know. All we can do is hope for the best. But at the end of the day, the scriptures say to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Don't you make the mistake of looking back too because of particular loved ones, might be your wife, your mum, your grandma, your auntie, your children. Look, man, you got to follow the Lord no matter what. And if they look back, that's on them. But we know we've got to keep moving forward. So with that, I'm going to close this one out. So giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of great most and will well. And shalom to all Arkim, teaching this word with faith and truth and sincerity. And I'll catch you on the next, Lord willing. Shalom for now. Wa ba ba ba. Wa kam Shalom.